Mr. Tim and John Klatt.
Good morning and welcome Airshow fans. Time to invite is Lieutenant Colonel John Klatt, flying the Air National Guard's MXS. Go serve, go protect, go Air Guard. Now John working high at Airshow left, driving skyward. Point rolls on the way up as he gets set for the first maneuver. Now watch at the top of this. Out of forward airspeed and energy. John gets set to lay it down on its back in the inverted flat spin. He'll work around as he pushes over from the inverted back into the upright position. He'll push the nose over, driving down, speeds over 160 miles an hour. Now to the upright flat spin. John Klatt continuing to ride the elevator down about the third floor before pushing over. Nosing down, building up some speed. Looking for a speed of about 180 miles an hour. Now working right off the neck, knife it back. Here comes the big forward Airshow right 10 times. So force of gravity pushing John back into the seat as he drives skyward once again, rolling on the way up. Now up at the top, hanging on the rock before dumping it back over, rolling his way back towards Airshow Center, Lieutenant Colonel John Klatt, a member of the Air National Guard. Flying in the C-130s, then later in the F-16. Today flying the MXS. During John's full performance, John will be experiencing up to 10 positive Gs and 6 negative Gs. Watch closely at the top of the maneuver now. John pushing over, here comes 6 times the force of gravity. Trying to move John outside of the cockpit of the Air National Guard's MXS. Working Airshow left, John driving down, now rolling. Inverted again, he's going to continue that outside negative G push. Only being held in by the straps of that aircraft. Up over the top now, rolling his way back towards Airshow Center. This aircraft has a roll rate of nearly 400 degrees per second, so full scale deflection. Right stick forward. The airplane John flying the MXS, originally made popular by the Red Bull Air Races. This aircraft built in North Carolina in 2002. It's an all-composite aircraft, weighing in at 1,350 pounds. Now from Airshow right, John's going to dive in and set up to demonstrate some precision flying skills. And the 8-point hesitation roll. He'll roll wings level right at the runway. Nose up ever so slightly, and I want you to count with me. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rolls on the way out 400 degrees per second. Now, right back up into the vertical, demonstrating the horsepower. It's like the Iowa 540, skidding and sliding the aircraft. That engine producing over 300 horse at the top. Its left rudder, right forward stick, into the hammerhead turnaround. Right off the deck now, nearly 250 miles an hour. John pulling back on the stick 9 times. The force of gravity pushing him back into the seat. Now working up over the top, forcing the aircraft to a series of high-speed stall snap rolls on top of the hook. Once, twice, 3 times around. Known in the aerobatic world. Exiting stage right, inverted. He'll give it a big outside negative G push. Continue that push all the way around. The Airshow left working his way back up to the north. As he rolls up, he'll be climbing for altitude. He has flying with John Newton. There's really a number of reasons. One, he's going to simply catch his breath. He'll tighten up his strap, and he's going to let that Iowa 540 cool down. He's going to check all the engine instruments, make sure everything's in the green. He's going to tighten his belt. And we're going to go live to the cockpit and speak with John Klatt. Good afternoon, John Klatt. What a morning here over the skies of Quonset.
Oh man, you wouldn't believe the cars are set up out there. You got the beautiful Rhode Island. Heavy crowd, are we having fun with the engine going?
Did you hear it?
I can hear it, Tim Johnson. I'm loving it. Tell you what a great day for Airshow. A great day to be an American. Great day to be on the 173rd airplane. I tell you what, I can
You better believe it, rock and roll, shake and bake.
Shake and bake, everybody, here we go.
John diving down, you see the speed up to 260 miles an hour, rolling at over 400 degrees per second. Now right back up into the vertical. All that airspeed and energy driving skyward to nearly 4,000 feet with the energy built up by diving down. Now up at the top, watch closely. As John gets set up here into the knife edge spin, now rolling around. The left rudder, left forward stick, into the knife edge spin at over 170 miles an hour. Spiraling down now, recovering goes down, driving back. Trading off a little bit of that altitude for some airspeed and energy. And Airshow, right there comes a big pull. 10 positive G's to force of gravity, pushing you back into that seat, all the blood rushing down. Now watch at the top, up over the top, John will tuck his head forward into the front somersault before pushing the nose back down. The MXS is a lightweight and maneuverable airplane. That aircraft is capable of plus or minus 15 times the force of gravity. And Airshow right down, spiraling back up into the vertical. Slowing it down now into the slow roll, working his way back towards Airshow Center. All weekend long, we invite you to stop on by our mobile recruiting unit. Say hi to Doggy, Joe, Susie, right here at Quonset. They can tell you all the great benefits about the Air National Guard. Great way to get a head start with your college education with up to 100% college tuition reimbursement. It's not only aviation, but over 180 career fields to choose from. You can't miss it. It's a big orange and blue inflatable located directly behind Airshow Center. Stop on by. They have some great free giveaways if you're over the age of 16. Take a ride on our free gyro balls. We look back to the skies high and to our right. John, in the inverted position, he'll slow roll it back into the upright. Now, speeding things up. Holding up, watch closely as John tumbles the aircraft, pushing the nose forward. Here we go, and overhead. Tumbling the Air National Guard's MXF. Start in aviation at the age of 16, earning his private pilot's license at the local FBO in Lakeville, Minnesota, where John resides today. His wife Debbie, his daughter Lee, and son Danny. After high school, John attended the University of Minnesota in Duluth, where John was introduced to the Air National Guard now nearly 23 years ago. Upon initial pilot completion training program, John was assigned to C-130s, flying missions all across the world. Then later in 1996, John transitioned to the F-16. From Airshow right, give him a big wave. John Klatt from the inverted, back into the upright, slowing things down here, making some noise. Now pulling up into the cobra, back on the stick, working the throttle, hanging it up into the wind. He's going to hold it there. Let's see how long he can hold it. Now a bit of a balancing act into the wind. Power hanging it on the ground. Still hanging there. Folks, put it in so far, Lieutenant Colonel John Klatt. Flying Air National Guard's MXF. Following today's performance, John will be over at our mobile recruiting unit signing autographs. If you'd like to meet John and talk to him, please stop on by. Big orange and blue inflatable, you can't miss it. John would love to meet you all. John will be back later this afternoon for the Max Adrenaline performance. Covering John Klatt will be Jeff Boerboon, 2010 U.S. Nationals Aerobatic champion. Jeff will be flying the Air National Guard's Extra 300L And accompanying John and Jeff will be Neal Darnell in the flash fire jet truck. On behalf of John Klatt Airshow's one, thank you all, Rhode Island, for coming out here this beautiful Saturday morning. Don't forget to stop by the mobile recruiting unit to meet John Klatt. Jeff Boerboon will be over there. Neal Darnell in the flash fire jet truck is down at Airshow left. If you'd like to meet Neal and his wife, Marilyn, stop on by. Check out the beautiful International Guard flash fire jet truck as John comes in, slowing things down, lets the tail drop. He'll be making his way in here. Lots more action coming up, Matt. Neal's going to bring the jet truck out here shortly, and we'll tell you all about that as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tim Jarvis, part of the Air National Guard flight demonstration team. We're so happy to be here with you today, and I want to tell you right now, all of the money that we raise here today, it all goes to benefit the Hasbro Children's Hospital. Terrific group, providing the necessary care for the youngest in our community who truly need it, and all of the money that you raise today goes straight to them. Also a message now from our friends at General Motors, one of the proud sponsors of the 2012 Rhode Island National Guard Open House and Air Show. Just take a moment to visit and stop by the General Motors tent to see some of the new vehicles General Motors has on display, such as the new 2013 Cadillac CTS, plus the 2013 GMC Acadia, the extended range electric Chevy Bolt, the powerful Corvette, the 2013 Buick Regal, and a lot more. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always available to answer any questions that you might have, so stop on by and check it out. We're the new General Motors, a company of the first brands selling over 9 million vehicles in 120 countries worldwide. General Motors today is positioned to take people where they want to go. Today, tomorrow, and well into the future. Stop by and see them there at the General Motors tent, out on the concourse, just behind the announcer stand. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. He's coming up front here. It's Lieutenant Colonel John Klatt. When that canopy comes open, Rhode Island, let him hear you. Folks, there he is, Lieutenant Colonel John Klatt, your Air National Guard MXS. All right, everybody, you ready for some smoke and thunder? You're going to be hearing it here in just a few moments as the Air National Guard flash fire jet truck